Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Rugged Retirees Adventures. Today's adventure, we're just going to head out on the ATV and do a little storytelling and just see if there's anything else that comes up. All right, stay tuned. I guess the story goes that I was out hunting with my buddy here, and we were getting into loss of daylight, so it was time to pack it up, and me and my buddy Joe decided to head back. We took two different routes on the way back from where we were because we weren't riding together. We were split up, and I got back to the truck probably about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes before Joe. So I had my quad all loaded up in the back of the truck, and I was just sitting there waiting for him, right? So we've got walkie-talkies, we got radio communication, and you know, Joe told me that he was going to be heading right back, and I knew that he was real close to me. So what had happened was he radios me a little bit later than that, after I get the truck all loaded up, and he says, "Hey," he says, he said, "Did you see the drag marks across the trail?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't see that at all." Now, Joe is one of these guys that he goes out in the bush, and it's like, "Hey, you know, that twig right there is at a place. It wasn't like that before, or it's just naturally not supposed to be like that." So Joe sees everything, right? So I might have even rode right by this drag mark in the snow, and Joe had spotted it. So he said, "Well, I'm going to just investigate it a little bit. I'm going to head down there, see what I can see." And so when he comes down, he says, "Oh man," he gets on the radio, "I see a couple of green eyes in the bush here. It's can't really tell what it is. You know, I can't tell if it's a wolf or whatever it is, right?" And so he says, I'll be down in a couple minutes, right? So a little bit more than a couple minutes goes by, maybe 10 minutes, and I'm getting a little bit worried about him because it's dark, right? So we can't really chase down these any of these critters too easy. So I decided to take my quad out of the truck and head up. So I go up there, and I ended up meeting him part way up the trail, and it's dark, like we got our headlights on and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, man," he's just, "I've never seen anything like that before, like, you know, just the greenest eyes." And I said, "Well, let's go up there and take a look," right? So let's get both of our quad lights shining on this thing and see if we can't see what the heck it is. So we headed up, and we get to this spot right here. We pull in with our quads, and I'm not sure how good this is going to show, but anyways, we are like this, and right in behind that branch right there, right underneath it, we can see these eyes, right? And I gotta tell you, it was a little bit spooky here in the middle of the night like that, middle of the night, but you know, just sun hadn't gone down that long. But in the mountains, when it drops pretty quick. And so anyways, we're sitting there, we got our headlamps on, we got our quad lights shining on here. My quad's actually just sitting over there right now, and we got the binoculars, right? So we got binoculars on there, and then the thing stands up, right? Behind this tree that's fallen over here. And we could clearly see it was a cougar. We're like, okay, it's time to go. We're not that far from this thing. Like, it's only, I don't know, 40 yards from us, and that thing can, you know, it can pounce over and beat us here in a matter of probably 3 or 4 seconds. It can be right on top of us. So anyways, it was a pretty cool experience, and we ended up just packing up our stuff. But the cougar actually had a deer that it had dragged over, and I was going to consume this deer in that location. So anyways, I was you know, it probably didn't stay there, but I'm sure that carcass is probably around this area here somewhere. But I thought I'd just take a little look and share a little bit of a story with you. It was definitely a new experience for me, and it was pretty cool actually to see that. So we're gonna keep riding here and just make use of our morning. I got a live stream here this afternoon, 1 o'clock, so I don't know, it's around 9ish or something, and I gotta be home by 1, but it's kind of cool. This riding area is only like 20 minutes from my house, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let's jump back on the quad and go for a ride. Duck. Yeah. So hey everybody, I ran into this rugged retiree out here. He was just about heading out to go fishing. His name's John Wayne
Leonard.
John Wayne Leonard. What a cool name, right? So retired school teacher, is that?
Yeah, I was a elementary school principal for 28 years in Kelowna.
That's awesome. Do you know Dan Hurd, by the way, by any chance?
No.
No? Dan Hurd's another school teacher that was there. He did a YouTube channel on gold panning and prospecting. And he ended up just retiring early because he's making so much money at YouTube. He didn't have time for teaching. So, but just a fan. But his teaching ability with the everybody's learned something from him. It's just fantastic.
Yeah. If you're a team player, teaching is a good gig.
Yeah,
and you can teach that concept to the kids, and they can learn from one another just as much as they can learn from the head guy in the classroom.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So what brings you out here today?
Well, I got out of bed at 5:45 this morning from Kelowna, drove up here.
Nice.
Loaded my John boat. No pun attached, but it sort of comes after John Wayne.
John Wayne.
And we're going to hopefully go out here and catch a few fish today.
Nice. Excellent. I was sharing with him our secret hidey hole over there where we go ice fishing. So hopefully he can make it out there and do that. And then you got a friend joining you?
My buddy's going to be here by noon. He misscheduled the day. He had to get his winter tires off, so he was delayed a couple hours in town. But he'll be up.
Him coming out from Kelowna. The connector's been snowing a couple times here.
He'll be. He's coming up, and we got here's my bed here in the back of my
nice. Yeah.
My 5-foot box. I rig it up and I sleep in there. And
nice. That's cool. Yeah. So, tell me how old you were again.
I'm 86 in July.
86 in July. And your buddy's?
He's 80, 81.
That's awesome. And they're out here trying you, like, well, have you been fishing for a while?
We've been up here. We were up here a week ago.
Yeah.
And caught a few fish, and that's what brought us back.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Right on. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. I love seeing guys out here, retirees, out there doing it, right?
Well, if I have anything to say to the old guys is keep moving.
Right.
He said there's more to life than pickleball. Right.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
I like that. That's it seems to be common actually with everybody that I seem to be interviewing, and everybody says the same thing. You got to keep moving.
Got to keep moving. Got to keep moving.
Don't stay on the couch.
And you don't have to run. Research supports walking can be fabulous for you.
Absolutely.
And when you get tired of walking forwards, walk backwards.
Right on. Awesome. Well, you heard it from John here, John Wayne of all things. So anyways, best of luck to you out there and your buddy, and I hope you catch a ton of fish.
Thanks. Nice meeting you.
You too. We're out of here. Well, it just goes to show you, you never know who you're going to run into when you're going out on any adventure at all. So today was just a little quick getaway to get out on the ATV and have some fun. I had no idea that I was going to run into John Wayne of all people, but we ran into John Wayne, and he had some words of advice for all of us younger guys, and we're definitely going to be taking that to heart. Anyhow, thanks for joining me on this episode. Please click like and subscribe, and hey, we'll see you at the next one.